here's what we have for plants that need to be put in the ground eventually on the trails down below. On the left hand side we've got a lime tree, and then the next one over is a sour orange, which we got from our neighbor Sherry down the hill. And we have 6 lemon trees that we grew from seed. Next tall one back here is a Haitian kidney mango. Then we have some more passion fruits, which are right here. These are passion fruits, and we'll put those down at the base of trees. We have a fig tree right here, some French thyme, those will pretty much stay up here. Then we've got in the back section, we have sugar apples, a couple of different types of sugar apples. Then these right here are carambola, star fruit, and then we have a mahogany tree there, and also a mahogany tree right here. I've got it braced up against the chair right now because I need to get it in the ground. The hole right here was a bunch of avocados that we planted yesterday down the trail that we'll head down, and there's some other avocados here and one coming up right there, and growing these. I planted the others. These are all for friends and neighbors. And these are jackfruit right here. These I bought the chunk of jackfruit when we were back in Washington at Chuck's Produce and took the seeds, and then the other half of them were from our friends Dan and Linda in Massachusetts. They're neighbors here, and they brought some down with them too, so they'll go to them also. Then we have a golden apple right there, which is kind of like a peach pit inside, not a lot different than an apple. And we have a bunch of guavas here, and these are the small pots are from our neighbors Cliff and Michelle, who are from Los Angeles, and when they came they brought some seeds for me to grow, and we'll bring them to their property when they move here in a few months. The 2 plants right here, these are pomegranates, and those actually sprouted. They germinated in about 2 days. So then we have mint and volunteer cherry tomatoes, and we have a bunch of them down the hill. And then around here we've got aloe, basil, another avocado there, chives, and onions that were multiplying for Sage Farm. When I walk around the corner it's going to get really windy, but I'll show you the lemongrass and then we'll go down the hill. So actually back up here you can see the whitecaps today with the wind, and it's kind of hazy outside, but it's windy around the corner here. Doghouse we built for Max. He's got his own little water collection there. And this is a triple pink hibiscus. Not sure if you can hear me or not, but when I edit the video then I'll either get rid of the audio and put words in here on the screen. A bunch of lemongrass, basil I let go to seed and got a bunch of seeds planted around it so it'll come up. We got in the back row here seasoned peppers, and in the front sage and a bunch of other sage planted around it. And this is our compost bin, and I made it out of a rum barrel and then just welded up. The frame is from our neighbor's fence that was destroyed, or from their security gate that was destroyed in the hurricane. So then a bunch of lemongrass here. Each plant gives us about a pound of lemongrass, so we've probably got 150 plants here. And all of this stuff we just harvested about 3 weeks ago, so we can see it grows pretty quickly. Check on my volunteer tomatoes. Try not to fall down the hill. Yeah, you can see a bunch of, well, at least I can see a bunch of tomatoes down there. I had thrown some seeds down there, and we were always told tomatoes didn't grow well here. Well, guess what? They do. So you can see the white caps. Can't see the islands today. You can barely see Buck Island out there in Green Key. Down the trail. This takes us down to the lower point of our property. Down here we've got another basil that I let go to seed and have a bunch of seeds planted around it. More basil section here. Some local herbs. More of them here. And down the whole trail I planted, we have a bunch of aloe, so I planted that various places. I also planted a lot of passion fruit all down at the base of all the trees, and it's a vine and it'll grow up and produce passion fruit. This is a pepper tree right there. We planted that probably 8 months ago. As we go down the trail, sorry my hands shake normally, and this is rocky ground, so it's going to be kind of a shaky video. So more passion fruit down at the base here. I did spray some neem oil on it because they were getting eaten by bugs, so they should hopefully come back. And I said we tried to do all the landscaping without any spiky plants. We gave an exception for a dragon fruit, which is a cactus, because dragon fruit's pretty good. So I'll come down here, you can see at the base of that tree there's more passion fruit right there. And down there's some larger passion fruit there going up into the trees. Have some others at the base of that tree. More aloe. Turning the corner down towards our other section. So this side of the property, which is the northeast corner, goes down to a point. And what we did to make this more usable is took a string and went down from the center where it goes to a point, where it starts to go to a point, all the way down to the middle, and then did a zigzag trail back and forth across that string down the end. So here is our shooting area, the target area. We have that for a little pellet gun and for our archery for the bows. So down here, I'll take you down to right here is our 15-yard shooting area, and then back through this hill. Here, sorry, I'll try to turn slow here. This is the 30-yard shooting range, and you can see out towards Gentle Winds condos down below. down this section. Come to our first junction here, which we're calling Jackfruit Junction. We'll have a jackfruit tree here, and then one down below us. I clean up all this brush here, and then there's another jackfruit down there, which I'll get to in a minute. But this takes us off to the area right below the shooting range, which has the soursop, 2 soursop. There's one here, and then there's one back over here, right there. Soursop is good. We got excellent fruit. It's a white, really sweet fruit, which is funny, soursop, but it's a sweet. And the leaves, if you ever can't sleep at night, just take one of those leaves, and it's a nice leaf that helps you sleep, doesn't make you groggy in any way, and if you need to get up for any reason, it's not like you're in a deep, drunken type of sleep. So, good plants. And all these trails will be cleaned up and widened. Alright, so here's one jackfruit in the ground, and more passion fruit growing up that tree. And we have rocks in place that as the passion fruit ripen fall off the trees, they will hopefully be caught by this rock wall. And we go up down here, just again more views as we go down. So now we have our big rock slab right there. Technically, I guess it's not our rock slab because this is the edge of our property on this edge. We're looking to buy this piece of property. It's really an unbuildable lot. We've got 1.2 acres and this is 1.89 acres, but it's in a gut and there's really not much view, and you really can't build on it because any debris that would fall down would hit a house further down in that direction over there. So I'm trying to talk with the owners right now to work out a price to buy that lot. Then I can extend these trails out here and clear it up and put more fruit trees and other things down in there. This is Avocado Alley. We planted 9 avocados yesterday and we grew these from seed. They're about anywhere from 6 months old to 6 to 9 months old, and this was a whole big mess. You'll see further down as we get down the hill what these trails used to look like. Guava berries are these trees that are directly in front of us, one on the left and one on the right. The canopies were all covered over by larger trees, and they weren't producing. We've had some up by the little temporary house that produced fruit, little berries, and they sell for about $20 a pound. So hopefully now that these are opened up, they'll be producing fruit. And more passion fruit at the base of that guava berry, and some more at the base of this one here. And we had a hole where another branch had broken off and rotted through, so we put a passion fruit up in there. And this is pretty much the last of the area that we've cleared so far. We got to this yesterday. And you can kind of see the string straight ahead, yellow string that runs across down the hill. That's the center of this point. And the trail will come down here, and this will be our lemon and lime section here. We're going to be building some stairs with rocks here. And this is pretty much gives you an idea of what we started with. So cross over the string here. and I'll be making a path down through here. We have this really thick spiky brush, which is just terrible, so it'd be nice to get rid of all of that. I'll go down the right side of it here. And this gives you, as I slide down, this gives you an idea of what all these trails used to look like. So our property goes down about another 130 feet down the hill. So we'll just keep zigzagging back and forth and creating the trails and the spots for the trees. Our neighbor was going to bring his drone out and give us some aerial views, but it's just too windy today, so hopefully in a couple days it'll die down and we can get some of those views. I'll also put a picture of my GPS. We have the outline of the property, and then I walk down the trail with the GPS, and so it'll show the track that I took, and it'll show you where in relation to the corner in the property we are. So that's it for now.